everybody. Hi. I found myself modern technology and I think, dare I say it, I may have mastered it. I'm Donna from Riverside Beads. Thank you very much for joining us today. So hopefully you guys saw a little screen with a picture on, and now you can see me. So, and in a moment you'll be able to see what I'm doing, which is even better. I've been on telly this morning. For any of you that follow, I go on Create and Craft shopping telly and show my goodies off, and I've been on there this morning, and my only pair of pliers I've got at home I've just left in the car, so that lovely filler screen was a great chance for me to run out and get my box out the car and get my pliers. So we are ready to go. So welcome. Today is, oh hi everybody, I see you are joining us. I've got two computer screens, so if I keep looking that way, that's where my I can see what you're all saying, so I will look over there occasionally. And yes, so hopefully you're going to be able to see what I'm doing in a moment. And today we wanted to have a little look at our bead box subscription. Now, many of you have already subscribed and we are incredibly grateful for that, and the feedback has been phenomenal. We are so pleased you enjoyed it. It's been a sort of baby of mine that I've been creating and thinking about for, if I was to say, months into years. I think that would be quite accurate. And it was just a case of as and when we would get it done, and I wanted to give it my all, so had a lot of thought about it, and of course lockdown was a great chance to get this all designed. And then the second lockdown, that was it. I just decided we needed this now, so we needed a little box of loveliness coming through your door, bringing just something new to you. So some of you may have done this techniques before, and to some of you it'll be new, but actually it's just all there for you. So my aim with this kit was to give you a project, so it's to make a complete project, maybe to make 2 or 3 of those. So on this occasion it was 3, and give you the instructions to that. So of course if you enjoy that technique, it's something you can go, yeah, I enjoyed making that particular item or that technique, I can do that again. Or, oh no, that technique wasn't for me, but it was nice to have it as a little activity to do, but I know I don't want to do that again. So it just gives you that taster. It's like a little dabble in a box, really. And we do in store when we can. We do lots of dabbling days and things that you can come and try things, and I just think this is a really nice chance to have a try at something, but also get something really pretty and have a go at a new technique and learn a new skill. So the aim of the box is we've structured it into techniques. So you'll get a main technique, and you will then get, my mum very aptly, she does work with us, it's Gaynor who does the mail orders, and she aptly described it as a menu. So as a starter, main and a dessert. So your starter was a little taste, a little techniques. So we want to include techniques in there for you. So each class, each box, we aim to build your skill set of what you will know about jewellery making. And it may be their techniques you've covered, or it may be you think, oh, I didn't know how to do it that way. And I will include a set of instructions that include techniques for you, so you can build your skill set. And then you'll get your main, which will be your project, your thing that you're learning. Which obviously, if those of you that were tuned in at the beginning saw what this project is, it's our little snowflake, and that was the main, should we say. And then your desserts are your extra little goodies, your little treats in there. So if we have a look at the box, you can see what little treats we put in for you this time. Won't be the same thing every time. I'll talk a bit more about the box in a moment. My aim will be to, for those of you that are going to think about having each box, or maybe subscribing once that service is available on our website, you can sort of not get the same thing each time. That will be the point of that. So that will be the aim, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. So let's just bring this hopefully over here, and hopefully now you can see our little box of goodies that will arrive at your door. So this is how the box comes. Hopefully we've got it so it goes through your letterboxes. So if you're not there, the postman can find its way to get that to you. So you come back and you've got a little box of delights to come in there. And it's been fantastic. People, you know, the vibe you guys are getting. Now, if you're on here and watching today because you've already purchased the box, one of the things that I'm doing is giving you a more comprehensive free tutorial. It's a chance to connect with me and ask me specific questions, but also I'll show you a bit more detail about the actual doing of the project. And that one is happening over in our Riverside Bead Box. You have to be a purchaser of the box, and we verify that before we let you into that particular group. And that's sort of one of the benefits of it. I think it was about 45 minutes last night. And I go on live, so you can join me live, or you could pop back and watch it. But once you remember that group, there won't be too much goes on there, only the main tutorial that I do, and then any additional, if we get halfway through the month and I think, oh, actually with those beads or that bit I can do you an extra tutorial, you'll get an extra video in there as well. So if I feel it's a technique I can give you more on, you'll get more of it. And I did wonder if we should take it onto Zoom. It depends how many people want to watch a video or how many people are happy with the instructions. But either way, you've got that option. So that is a private group, the Riverside Bead Box group, that you can join if you've purchased a box. So let's have a little look in the box. So hi everybody that's joining in. I recognise some of the names there, and some of you have already purchased the box, I know. So you will have already got past this little magic moment. So you open up your box and you will get your little teaser of what you've got in there for your box. So people were describing as it feeling like a bit of a Christmas present, so to open it and sort of feel like you got a bit of a prezi as it comes through to you. So here's how your box looks. This little leaflet is for you to connect with us, to know where you can find Riverside. So we've got Riverside Beads and Riverside Crafts, and you guys are here on the Riverside Beads page today. So on the bead page we have decided, thanks to your feedback, sticking to beads on here. But then don't forget the Riverside Crafts, because what I did find when I talked to you guys is that a lot of you are crafters as well. So don't forget the craft side of it covers much more generic crafting, felting, painting, card making, scrapbooking, lots of different things as well. So do join us on there. Now this is very exciting. Despite the fact I made this box up, it still feels like a bit of a Christmas present for me. It's got its little sticker on and everything. So you will get within here, you will get everything you need to get started with it. Now many of our boxes will come with, will need you to use pliers. Now they will not come with the box because most of you will have those. These are the 4 sets of pliers I tend to use for jewellery making, so I'll talk to you a little bit about those in a moment. But it will come with everything else you need within reason. Now this first one, because it was our first one and we didn't know if it would be our existing customers or new customers, we popped you a little bead mat in there. Bead mats are just worth having. So even if you've got one, you've got an extra one for your stash. Bead mats are your work surface. It might not be this colour. They come in multicolours when we buy them in. So you get different ones in there. And these are your work surfaces. So every time I'm making a project, I tend to lay it out on here. Sometimes on a bead board with the little grooves in it. But more often than not, just on a mat. And if I need it on a tray on my lap, if I'm sitting on the sofa, I pop it on there. So this is your bead mat. So you've got one of these in this month's box. And then you've got a discount code for bead box users. So there's a limited edition code for that up to the end of the year. So don't forget, if you're looking to make any other purchases as part of being in our bead box, you get that. So you qualify for that to the end of the year from this first bead box purchase. You then get your project kit. So this is everything you need in here to make your snowflake wires. And then you get your instructions to go with that. So this is what we call the mains there. And this is all the beads, all the elements to make 3 of your snowflakes. And then this is the step-by-step photos and ideas and tips to go in there to make that main project. So that's your first part of your project. And then your other part of your project is how to use your extras, so your sides or your starters that come with it. So this is your, you get a little storage box. Never have too many of these, as I keep being told. And it's got your charms in there. So this time you're getting a great selection of Christmas charms. So we're keeping this one very Christmassy. So this is some of the charms that you got. We've got Christmas trees, we've got snowflakes. So you will get an assortment. They're predominantly the same, but they may change slightly depending when the box was made for you. So we were really pleased with how many of you have purchased the box, and I do hope it's keeping you occupied in lockdown. That certainly was the speed that I got it out in the end, was with the plan. Just, we need this at the moment, don't we guys? So that is your charm box. Now it talks to you about what everything is. So one of the things I get asked in store quite a bit is, Okay, what is that? So when I show people how to use jump rings, head pins, earrings, what are they? What are they called? What am I looking for when I go back on your website? What am I looking for when I come and see you in the shop? So this is just, it'll have some details of everything that's included, what they're called, what they're for, and then how to use them throughout as well. So this will be your second set of instructions, which is more your techniques that I hope you'll be able to build up from this. And I'll try and cover different things. I may need to repeat some in case you're only buying a particular box, but I will aim to, for those of you that are building up your boxes and collecting these, I will aim to do this as like a little subscription kind of build up of knowledge for you. That is my thought with that. And then this is your free gift. So for now, when you are just buying the boxes in one-off, I don't know which way that wants to be. Does it want to be that way to facing me? When you're buying these as a one-off purchase, this is included in all of those. So going forward, the free gift will be for our subscribers. And you can still buy the one-offs, but you won't get the full free gift in there as well. So the free gift has got 5 strands of beads. It may vary depending what type of beads we put in, and we'll try and vary, well, the beads will vary. So we've gone for these kind of greys and silvers and blacks potentially this time, and then we will change that each time. So there'll be a colour tone hopefully to the beads, so you can start building up your stash. And even, you know, the few that I've used out of there in making these projects and adding them into the different projects, I've still got plenty left. So the aim with that will be your stash building items. So hopefully you can sort of see all the loveliness we've got in here. Let me talk a little bit about the pliers that you need. So not all projects will need pliers. We've worked on the next couple of ideas ready, planned out, but not all will need pliers. So sometimes I may do techniques like macrame or kamihimo, and people are sort of saying they'd quite like it to be a surprise. So that's the plan, maybe with a teaser. So it might be I sort of give you a teaser of this will be a Christmas themed one, this will be kamihimo this time. Might not even go that far yet, but there'll be that option, and then there'll be an option to come in and check in on a video like this with me. And then if you just fancy purchasing it as a one-off, there'll be an option to do that. If you think, oh yeah, I like the looks of that. But it is nice to have that prezi through your door, I think has been the general gist. So these are your pliers. Now, if you go for a 4-piece set from us, we try and have these 4 pairs of pliers in them. And at the minute, our premium sets in the sets are out, but I'm desperately hoping they're going to be here this week. So this is our premium set of pliers, and I do know that people are finding that some of the pliers that they've got, they're finding that when they're turning the loops on these snowflakes, they're getting a little bit of a crossover on their pliers. It does happen, particularly with this, because it's a strong wire that the snowflakes are built on. So these are our cutting pliers for shortening wires. These are our round nose pliers, and these are a good, strong, sturdy pair that have got a really good joint and mechanism here. So these are perfect for turning wires, including memory wires as well. And these are your 2 pairs of flat nose. So if you look, one of them's slightly wider on the nose to the other. That one's like a chain nose pair. And then they're both flat in the middle. So they all have their uses depending what projects we're going to be doing. So let me box up my box of loveliness again. So this is the Riverside Beads Bead Box. And this will be monthly. It will be available on a subscription for you. And the system isn't quite set up for that yet, so at the minute they're just one-off purchases for you to join us and have a little beady treat, especially during this lockdown. So the next one I've got coming out is coming out just the end of lockdown, so hopefully it'll be out to you within that first week. We don't quite know what that's going to look like, do we, when we're released as such from lockdown, so hopefully you'll have a little bit, another beady treat to tide you over depending what the news is. Okie dokie, I've been rushing around today. I was on telly this morning, so I had my show, a Riverside Bead show. I've got one again next Wednesday. So from having none, I think, for 7 weeks, I've now got 2 in a row. So it's been a busy old week here at Riverside. Okay, I'm going to bring this down hopefully a little bit more. You'll probably get it over my head there, but that's not a problem. Hopefully you'll be able to see better then with what I'm doing. You just have to ignore it. In fact, let me just see if I can... Oh no, I can't get it without my face in it, so... I think... Oh, I can. Look at this. We can do this technology. We've got this. Okay, so, Right, let's have a little look. So I just wanted to very briefly show you how the snowflake works and show you the snowflake itself. So these are memory wires that you're getting in here. As such, to describe them, the type of wire they're built on is a firm wire, just like a memory wire. So memory wire holds its shape, and on this occasion, very fortunately, it's a snowflake. But they also do them in bracelet, rings, necklaces, that sort of thing. And they would coil round. But the process of this wire is that it's very firm, and those of you that are used to headpin loops or working on wire have noticed the difference on this, but they really are worth persisting with, and I will just give you a couple of tips in a moment. I just want to show you building one of these up to show you how they work. So we give you everything that you need in there. So you get all of your beads, you get your pattern to follow, and I just pick them straight up there from the mat. So this is where your mat will be handy. Keep your mat, that is absolutely essential beading purchase. So yeah, well worth having a couple of mats in your stash. We do sell everything we've used separately. So all I've done is pick these into a gorgeous bundle for you, so you've got everything you need there, and written the instructions as well. So I've put these out in order. When you get them, they will be in marked bags, which will hopefully help you to understand the pattern that I'm following. And those of you that are Bead Box subscribers, if you want to watch in a bit more detail, if you've got questions, you can pop over to the Bead Box group and see the video I did there last night, which will give you more detail. This is just a little overview really today, just for those of you tuning in. Or if you're thinking, don't know if I want to subscribe yet, then hopefully you can see whether this box is for you or not. So here's I finished our arm and our snowflake there, and this is what's the important bit that I really wanted to show you today. Be careful not to put pressure on this joint in the middle, okay? Don't be over bending this arm. So it's important when you turn in your loop, you're mainly holding this arm here, but without definitely don't lean on the arms there, definitely don't squeeze them or wiggle them. Really just try and hold that one arm. Now if you've got flat nose pliers, you can actually bend it with your flat nose pliers just to get that crease nice and sharp. That's one tip I forgot to mention yesterday. But if not, you bend it with your round nose pliers. So that's the first thing. It really is just a nice firm grip on it, and I gave some more tips for holding your pliers and using them in the Bead Box group yesterday. So, and then it's just like a regular head pin, but it's much, much firmer. So I'm holding on to that there with my pin and the end of my round nose pliers, and I'm rolling round and rolling that. Now make sure you leave yourself, oh, that's very difficult to see, isn't it, on there? There we go. So it was a case of holding and rolling that round and gripping in place. Now it's just get that as closed as you can. If you need to, you can squeeze it with your flat nose pliers just gently, but careful not to slip on that, just to get a bit more grip to squeeze that. Few tips: make sure you leave enough room, so don't be tempted to squeeze that extra bead on. You may have to adjust the pattern. I may have knocked off one bead from the pattern, I can't remember, but you can see how effective the overall look of it is. So just readjust your pattern, don't leave yourself short, and make sure you've got enough to turn your wire into a loop there. That's the first thing. Make sure you don't put a crystal or something on the end that you're going to crack as well. I go for something a bit more robust. They're all glass, but the seed beads are perhaps a little bit more robust on the end. And just make sure you've got a good pair of pliers and you're holding it properly. That's probably some of the tips I would just say to you to think about when you're turning these. But the effectiveness of these is absolutely stunning. I'll just get you another colourway to show you. So as you've all got the same colour at the moment, so this is what loveliness you'll get within your box. But of course, if you feel like recreating these, you're getting the style, the technique, the design, the how-to. So like how to do little sparkle spacer clusters, which is that middle bit in there. So these look like a little beaded bead, but that was the bit I made out of all the different sizes. So once you've got all of that, you can then look at creating them in different colours. So this one, these little teal sparkle spaces in the middle are exclusively manufactured for us. So we have these made, and you will only find them with us. We get these coated designs and create all our styles out of those. So, you know, you can just include some of those in your design, and that will just give it a little bit of a colour pop, which just looks gorgeous. So in your current one, or if you haven't got the box, if you're thinking of getting it, you'll get white as your colour pop. So it's difficult to see on this camera, but it's the silver and white have sort of merged into one lump there, but that is actually white, and it's just a very classy, I thought it was a great colourway to go with all designs, doesn't it then? Whatever colour your tree is, this is going to work. So these are just gorgeous hung on your tree. They look lovely hung in your window. So we do a couple of sizes up from these and one down as well. So you put a little bit of invisible thread on there and hang them from your window. Absolutely stunning. Perfect Christmas gifts. Perfect as well for subscribing and buying the box as a gift as well. So we're so pleased that you've enjoyed our subscription box. We really are. And we're hoping that it will make a really nice gift item. I know a few people would quite like that gift item themselves. They've said they do quite fancy having it as a subscription for them. So yeah, I'm hoping that you enjoy that. I'll just pop that back over there as I've lost my face on the other video. Yeah, so fabulous. Thank you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Today was really just a check-in, really, just to open the box and have a look for anybody that was thinking, should I, shouldn't I, do I want this box? Hopefully that will help you decide. We do still have some stock of it, and whilst we've got stock, we will keep it available, probably only this side of Christmas, with it being a Christmassy type box. But if you haven't purchased one yet, or you're thinking you might like one for a gift for somebody, they are still available. We've done it so you get free postage on them, even though it's not in our normal free postage quantity. So the purchase price does include postage as well, so that's a free postage. And currently, like I say, everybody's getting that £6.50's worth of free beads in their pot. The beads may vary. Due to popularity, the initial bundle of beads is slightly different, but I think the one I'm done today is one of the current boxes, so this is the current mix that's going in it, but we'll try and keep it on those tones of beads, so if you buy next month's one you don't get a duplicate of the exact beads in there as well. So I think that's everything. Is there any questions I need to answer? Lots. Okay, can you all see? Oh, okay, there's loads of messages. Oh my goodness, there's loads of messages. Bear with me. Hold on. My feed wasn't moving on. Okay, I did know you were there. Sorry, guys. I put the picture on, but I should have said I will be there. And yes, there was noise because I'd left my pliers in the car and I had to go out. And then my son came home from school. I said, I'm on a live. Joe's working. Sean, hi. Let's have a look. Oh, I knew you could hear me. That's fine, Margaret. I did half know I'd left the sound on, and yeah, I was just mooching about. But yes, I should have just put on there, be there in a minute. Oh, thanks for watching TV. Oh my goodness, there's loads of messages. Sorry guys, bear with me. Oh, Francis, I know you're waiting for them pliers. You are in my radar to let you know. A link to the bead group. Yes, I can. I'll put the link in here. I have sent you all an email. Liz, I know you were in my email because I remember copying you over. So you should have had an email from us about the Beadbox group with the link. I will put it in here, but don't forget it's just if you've purchased the box. So we just do a bit of a authentication that you've purchased the box. And yeah, let's have a look. So the next bead box, Helen, is ready to order, yes, but not ready for dispatch. So I thought we'd just get it out there again, just so I've got an idea of how many to get made up. Thank you for everybody. Oh, that's so lovely. Everyone's looking for the next bead box. So again, at the moment, I've only let people who bought box 1 know that the second bead box is available to pre-order. That doesn't mean anybody can't pre-order box 2. So that's absolutely fine if you prefer to wait for that one. Do I tell you now it's got a Christmas theme again? I'm guessing so. Yeah, so it's a Christmassy themed one. That might be all you're going to get, I think. That might be your teaser. So yeah, because it's coming out the end of November, it'll give you time to get the project made with a Christmassy type theme. So these two, we were thinking about it, that you wouldn't necessarily buy these two as gifts unless you're giving them to somebody early to get them made, or you want them to make them over the festive period because they've got festive projects on. But hopefully the system will be live anytime now, and you'll be able to buy the subscription as a gift for somebody. So we're thinking if you've got somebody crafting, you want to buy them a 3-month subscription, then that'll be an option, and they can get all the benefits of all those free beads and everything from that. I've just got so many messages to check. I'm sorry, I'm nearly there. Oh, people saying they didn't receive the email. My dad's actually replied and just said check your junk. I don't want to be going in your junk though on that side. Can you let me know? I'm the same. Okay, Liz has got the email. Good. Who else is it? Oh, thank you, Mabel. Enjoy your bead box, and yes, thank you for the next one is ready. Helen didn't get the email, so yeah, just have a look, Helen. If I'm in your junk, I need to work on that. So can you let me know? So hopefully it's gone. It went from our main subscription service, our email service. So it didn't exactly come from me personally. It came from Riverside Beads. And yeah, so hopefully it's gone to you all. I can probably check and resend it to anybody that either hasn't got it or hasn't opened it yet. So I can probably, the system does really clever things. Technology is amazing, isn't it? So I can probably get that resent out to you. So fabulous. Oh, Maria didn't get one. Okay, right guys, I'm going to resend them out to you, to anyone that hasn't opened them, and see whether that deals with it. And if not, don't know. I can add people in, so long as I know you've bought. Maria, just thinking, did you buy yours in store? I've just got this feeling you did. Maria, you definitely, sorry, I shouldn't know this much detail about my customers, but I just do. Maria, you didn't get it because you bought it in store, and I didn't think about that, so I need to add your email into that group. And yeah, Helen, you got the email about Beadbox too. It's in that same one. It's in my introduction bit at the top. It says about the Facebook group. Have another little read of it, and I tried to add the link into the group. So I won't bombard you on that email, but I might send you another one out. Yeah, Maria, that was the case, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll sort you out. I've got your email address from something else we did together. So yeah, the link is definitely in the top, guys. Have a look. Do you know, if I put it in here, that's fine. I'll add it into this live that we're doing now. And any of you, I will once, it's enough to be looking at one screen with one thing going on. Chat over there and making sure that the kids and cats don't come in at the same time. But I will add the link any minute now to the Beadbox group. And yes, if you've already purchased, or even if you've purchased now, I will still see that you've made a purchase of it, and I can add you in that group. But it's just a slightly longer, more intense demo. This particular project doesn't have loads of different techniques I can show you. There's some in the instructions. I told you some more last night in the video, but it's not like a multi-technique thing to show you. But if it's something that has got that, or there's any advancing that I can do on it, I will certainly check in with another video and let you know that I'm going to be doing one. But I want to keep an element of that exclusive, our little group over there, for people that are involved in the bead box. I don't want this main page to be 100% about the bead box, because as those of you that know us, we are a nice big bead shop with all sorts of goodies going on. So I want to sort of keep it, you know, a variety for you as well. Oh, my feed is now doing its thing and telling me you're all commenting. Oh, Helen, you've seen it. Don't worry. That's good. I'm happy. That's fine. This is the problem with these emails, especially when I talk too much, which you probably noticed I have a habit of doing. You will see that there's a lot to tell you, and so it's all in there. But brilliant. At least you've got it, Maria. I will sort you out. And anyone else, Rebecca Bradley, you haven't got one. I know I've added you as well. So I'll resend it to anyone who hasn't opened it, and we'll work from there. Anyone got any other questions about your box, about anything? So Bead Box 2 is available to pre-order. You need to not get too excited, because it's still a good couple of weeks away, I think it is, until we get that sent. It's not been kitted up, it's not been constructed yet. It's been designed, but not fully made, so it won't be coming out early or anything. So those of you that haven't purchased box 1, if that appeals to you, that's still available. And of course, we've got all our goodies. We've got everything you've used in there. We've got available as extras to purchase if you want to make more of those particular projects. So here's just a reminder of what this box entails. So this is your snowflake, well, a half finished snowflake in the white. So the white is the one in your Bead Box subscription. And then this just shows better on camera actually, doesn't it? But look at that, that's your beautiful teals. So it's a snowflake ornament, a solid, so that shows that nicely. It's a solid snowflake ornament there. And then it's all of your beautiful beads. It shows you the patterns. It shows you how to make a sparkle spacer cluster in there as well. It also shows you how to add the charms out of your box. So in your little box of loveliness, I'll just bring this back in. So you will get everything in there. So it's a beautiful little gift as well. And you get your box of your charms. So you can dangle your charms off of the bottom of your snowflake ornaments. So it's got the instructions in the box to do that, and I explained in the video yesterday how to flip things open and just show you my tips rather than just have them written in the instructions as well. So the other thing that I'll be doing some Zoom classes, and there's already a couple of dates out there. I think it's either next weekend or the weekend after. So I will give Beadbox subscribers and previous people who have been on classes with us first access to the dates available. Depends how popular they get. Obviously Zoom is appealing to a wider audience, so it depends how busy we are for those dates. So, but I will put them out there first for the Beadbox subscribers and our previous attendees of classes. So thank you so much, Joe. No, it doesn't matter that you use a different name on Facebook. So long, I did it from the from your orders. I did it from the email orders. So whatever order. Then when you go to add yourself in the group, I see what you mean. That could cause me a couple of problems. I will try and decipher who is who. So add yourself now, Joe, if you've already purchased the box, and I will sort you out. Helen, so yeah, I'm gonna have to hold fire. Like, let me tell you how I want a subscription service to work, and then I need to talk to my web people once we've got it running. So they are currently adding a service on there for us, and my idea of it is it will be like a regular payment well, this is how it works. It will be a regular payment that comes out every month. I would like it to be that you can subscribe for a period of time to get the best price, so you know what you're getting for 3 months or something. I know that you're subscribing in for 3 months, so I can make sure that I produce enough kits accordingly. If you subscribe for say 3 months, that'll be it. You'll be tied in, I guess, for the 3 months. If you do the monthly subscription, where yes, you can opt in or out, that will maybe £2 or £3 more. But you'll be able to go, oh, don't want this box this month, can't afford this box this month. So yeah, you can opt in and out of that one. That'll be another option for it. So yes, it can come out your bank every month, or you can say no, I don't want it this month. But I think the best price one that we offer will be for you to join us for 3 or 6 months or something, so we can get planning really and making sure you've got the best selection of goodies in there. Joe, happy to give me your real name? No, keep it secret. It's fine. You're hidden. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, guys. I think that's everything. Thank you. It's been really lovely. I've been on camera a lot today, so it's a good job I got my makeup on all day. Keeps it makes it worthwhile putting your makeup on and taking your pajamas off for the day, doesn't it, guys? Every month sounds good. Oh. That's brilliant. Yeah, I hope every month. There will be one every month. So long as you guys are with us, want it, and supporting us, I like this idea. It's been very exciting to produce these. And yeah, so somebody's asked, that's my dad asking for 10 years. No, you can't subscribe for 10 years. Although I'm quite loving it, and I would quite like this to be a thing. So my plan is this to be a continuous monthly thing. You guys know us well enough now. We've been going for nearly 19 years. Dare I say that? It is, well, 18 and a half. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, we are known for bringing that consistent value, that consistent, kits are our thing. We bring a good selection of kits to cover all eventualities. So some months it might be a bead weaving project. So I'm happy to give them sort of teasers. So I can say bead weaving project, or things like that, or themes, or oh, this one's a spring theme, Easter theme maybe. I've got a really cute Easter project. Whether I give that out to subscription box members, I think that might be quite cute. So yes, we'll try and do that for you. So yeah, it does. It's getting us out there, Becky, to try new things. That's what I'd like from this box, and that's like I say, our dabble that we do our dabble day that we do, where you come to us and try things, you can go, that was not for me, that was messy, I didn't like that, or yes, I like that technique, I could see myself doing more. And same with classes, if you try that with us, it's a nice chance to try them. So I'm pleased that that's what I wanted from this box. My vision and what I wanted you guys to feel is just perfect. Different findings as well. Yeah, definitely different findings, maybe random findings in like as an extra little freebie, just to go, right, just so you know, these things are a different type of way to do ear wires, and I'll give you some instructions for it, because those of you that know us, that come to the shop, will know we have them in tiny little packets. So you get like this, tiny little packets of findings, and there is walls and walls and walls of them, spinners and spinners full of them. So there's so many different findings. If you come into me and said, I need to know how to do this, me and the team would be able to go, okay, let's think, here's what you need to do that with. So yeah, it would be really good to show you some of those unusual bits, which might just sort of meet needs of things you've been thinking and thinking, yeah, I'd like to do that. How do I construct that? How do I do it? We might just have something for the job, and you can start building up a stash and knowing what they all are. So, yeah, Helen's asking about Kamahimo. Yeah, absolutely. Getting the fastenings and everything on. I did do a previous live on that. So do ever check back on our lives. And when I get my technology sorted, you'll hopefully be able to look at them on our website as well. But we are putting them on YouTube in the meantime. So you can check us out on there. And I do cover beginnings and ends, particularly where I can. For this reason, that it's quite important, isn't it, to know how to finish and start things. A bit like this latest box, you know, it's been the ends that have been people's trouble, which I did know that would be. That's definitely the challenge. I've taught this sort of project in classes before, and it's turning those ends. But actually, if you can't do those, you can't finish your project. You can glue a earring back or a bead on the end. Somebody said they'd done it yesterday, I saw. But what it means is lying it flat. So it's quite frustrating. You have to almost do an arm at a time. But if you struggle with them that badly and you really want to get it finished, I think that's perfect. Lie it flat and glue it on there. So, you know, I'd like to include things like that. And if I do something more of a technique-based one, bead weaving or something, it might be I can show you some variations or extra projects in the videos that I do. So, but they'll all be free and included over in our Beadbox group for you. So any tutorials I can have, I'm happy to sit here with. I'm sat at home, so it's a nice white wall, which makes for a handy space for me to do my lives. Yeah, I'm happy to sit here. It'll probably be in the evenings and do an hour with you to get up to speed with that. So wonderful. I think that's about everything. Thank you, guys. We haven't actually scheduled in. What me and Heidi are doing are alternating Wednesdays at the moment, and we may well do some extra ones depending on what we've got, particularly over this next couple of next couple of weeks of lockdown. So I will get those put in our events section on Facebook for you to check out. Yeah, fabulous. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for talking with me. It gives me questions to remember that people have asked as well. And thank you so much for supporting us, loving our bead box as much as I loved creating it, and our little slogan. And also I did ask you bead names and things, and I think I replied to say they were amazing. There were so many. I went, yes, I like that. And you go to search it, and somebody's used it for something, or it's, you know, it might even be in America or something. I thought, oh, I can't use that. Somebody's using a similar thing. So it was really hard to pin it down. So we just went for something that nobody else should have, which is the Riverside Bead Box. And then Riverside Crafts has also launched a Riverside Craft box as well. So for those of you that are into card making, this month is card making over on Riverside Crafts. So that's a Christmas card, and we'll put little teasers out there, and that is ready for dispatch as well from tomorrow, I believe. We might have sent the first couple out, but the main lot are ready from tomorrow. So enjoy that one too. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Stay safe, keep an eye on our events page, and next Wednesday 3:30 it will be Heidi with one of her projects. And I'm on Wednesday morning on telly, don't forget as well. So just to give you the heads up for next week, it is Black Friday. So I am planning, for those of you that are Beadbox subscribers, to send you the offers first. So you are going to get our offers sent. I say subscribers, you're not quite yet, are you? But for those of you that have purchased with us this first time, I'm going to send you a link to the offers first, not knowing how busy they're going to be, give you a first chance to get them. So check out your inbox for those coming up, maybe later this week or early next week. I will send them to you first. Then I'm on telly with some Black Friday offers. On Wednesday, there is some bargains, literally some half price. I don't know quite what they're doing with all the prices, but some that are half price, some with discounts. There's some fabulous prices on kits as well. And we will have all those kits ourselves as well if they don't have them, or you're one of our customers and you want those. So keep an eye out. Next week is incredibly exciting, and I will try and tune in here as well to show you some bits and bobs. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and good luck with your bead boxes, and stay safe, everybody. Take care now. Bye bye.